Play with Matches is back, and me and Gabrielle are going to talk to you guys. We're going to a wedding this weekend.
We are.
Which is super good that I just had someone smash their head into my face at jiu-jitsu. So that's good. You know,
It's gonna look great in photos.
It's definitely not going to be a massive black eye. Okay, so we owe you guys an update on the teacher who sabotaged my daughter's grade. Okay, so we hadn't heard anything back, right?
We still haven't.
Still haven't. So last night we were discussing it, and I asked Gabrielle, by the way.
And grades are in, for the record. It's done.
It's done.
Grades are submitted. It's over. It wasn't really about the grade. It's more so standing up for our daughter who, well, you can tell us your thoughts on if she was singled out or not.
And we want to also put this psychotic liberal teacher on the radar of the administration, because it's like, you have someone on your staff who now, any doubts that I had, like there's always like a sliver that's gone now.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you exactly how. But as a super quick recap for people who did not hear the last episode, our daughter was in art class. She has straight A's. The only class she did not get an A in was art class in 7th grade. Okay. Straight A student.
Middle school art.
What straight A student does not get doesn't get an A in art class if they turn in all the work and try and went, and then check this out, and then went to the teacher with 3 days left and said, is there anything I can do to get the last 3% bump to get me into? It was
like 2.5%. She had an 87.6 or something.
What teacher would say no to that?
Yeah.
And then gaslight the kid and like, hey, I wish you would have cared a little bit more about this earlier in the year. Okay.
Same teacher who got annoyed because our daughter kept going up to her desk every class and saying, is this okay? Did I do it right? Is this all right? To the point where she would answer her and say, what, Giselle?
And hey, okay, if you can't see that, that was her folder that when she brought it home, the teacher had said, hey, draw something on the front of your folders that means something to you. It says Maga. And we're like, oh, weird. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. We go to her Facebook, and her entire Facebook is all liberal propaganda trash. Wear your mask, get your vax shit. Okay. Fair warning. Okay. Now that I've seen what I've seen now, I'm going to be a lot meaner, dude. Okay. Because now I had not actually looked really closely at my daughter's art.
Yeah.
And I looked at it last night and I'm like, this stupid fucking bitch did not give this an A. Like,
it is pretty crazy.
So we are now in the process. We're going to take a picture of these pieces of art specifically. We're sending it to both of her bosses, the principal of the entire school, principal that we already spoke to, and be like, and then with her in the email, be like, explain to your bosses exactly how this project did not get 100%. And then also explain how this one got 80%, which we're going to show to you right now. Okay. So this is so insane that it's important that we actually show it to you. Okay.
And well, her first piece of art, which is objectively not a great piece of art. I don't think so. The drippy one. This was the first piece of art she turned in when she received 100%. Goes this way.
She got 100 on that. Okay.
This is before the folder was created.
Okay.
100%
on this. It's not like terrible or anything, but it's like it's art subjective, right? She did this. 100%. She gets 100%. Her friend who did the same art as Giselle got a 100 or 98% in the class. Did not have Maga on her folder. Okay. So
now comes the art after the folder's creation.
She got a B minus.
An 80%. 80.
She gave her a fucking 80% on this. 100% on that. Puts Maga on the folder.
80
fucking percent. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the one where I flipped out.
The one that sent Jesse.
Like, I flipped out. I was like, okay.
And the other one sent me that one. So that one's the one that got me the most.
What did she get for this?
An 85. It's upside down. This is way better than anything I could ever imagine drawing.
She gave her a fucking B on that, dude. In 7th grade art.
And she worked so hard on this. I watched her draw and redraw and draw and redraw and draw and redraw.
Okay. Now this is the reason why both principals and her are going to get a video that I'm going to record, because I'm not writing this out. Okay. I'm going to videotape myself and go, I want you to explain to me exactly how you came up with taking any points off for this piece of art that I am going to frame and put on my wall. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
In 7th grade.
In 7th grade art, this is a 95. Like, this looks like it could be in a fucking museum, dude.
It's crazy.
You gave her you gave my daughter a 95.
And
you lost her work 3 times and she redid it every time, and then you gave her an 87 and then gaslit us and her about why you couldn't bump it up to an A. Because you stupid liberal fucking bitch.
Well, show them the last project that she had a partner on.
This one she got 100 on because she had a partner
project.
And of course, like, the teacher's she's not crazy. She's not trying to sabotage a good kid's grade. This is 100%.
This is Giselle's side.
Okay. She said, wow, Giselle, this is the best work you've done all year. This is 100%?
But those
right there are 80, 85, and 95. The 95 one is the craziest, because it's like, that's because I don't think that you could in no world could you ever defend that not being A work, but she's all, I can't give her 100%. She's a Maga bitch.
I mean, everyone else in the class has like a 98%.
I swear to God, dude, I'm telling you right now, before I saw that, I still had reservations where I'm like, dude, I don't like going after people's jobs. It's one of my biggest pet peeves is like, don't attack people's jobs, man. It's their livelihood. Like, leave it alone. We went in there, we said our piece. I was pretty calm. You know, it was just like, I just want to put this out there in case when I saw that, I want that fucking bitch homeless, dude. Okay. Like, cause I know for sure now that she sabotaged my daughter's grade because she wrote Maga on her folder. That should not be a person who is allowed to work with children, okay? Go be an activist, dude. Go downtown and wave your flag, dude, about trans sports, dude. Go complain about how California isn't going to let biological men beat up women anymore. Go complain about Black Lives Matter or whatever you think is important. Go get 75 boosters. Go do whatever people like you do, and don't work with kids because you are not fit to do that.
Agreed. And I mean, the part that really pissed me off too is like, as parents, we should be entitled to a breakdown of our children's grade, right? Like, how did you land on this grade? We asked for it no less than 3 times, and she didn't provide single breakdown of one project and why she got the grade.
She told us to go. So she said,
thanks for
that grade is an accurate representation of the effort that your daughter put into this class. And it's like, hey, wait till you see the effort that I put into getting you fired from your job. You Jesus, I need to edit that out. Anyway, so that is where we are with that. In my brain right now, I'm thinking like I'm just trying to decide like how hard I want to go in the video that I do. Like, I'm going to be calm, but I'm also going to be like, you do understand like the level of restraint that I'm showing right now. Do you know what I do for a living? Do you know why I'm filming this in front of a set?
Do it. Yeah, I was going to say do it in front of the set.
I'm going to.
I mean, like, you have to be calm. We're going to have 2 more kids going through this school, so you can't come across as a crazy person.
No, I won't.
But something definitely needs to be said, because this woman is a piece of fucking work, man.
Dude,
like,
it's
just condescending, rude. That was our daughter's self-esteem too. I mean, think about how sensitive middle schoolers are.
He believed she was bad at art.
She came home on the last day when she got 100% on that assignment and was like beaming.
Yes.
Because her teacher finally gave her 100 and told her that she did good work. That is how much she cared.
Kept on talking about it.
So when this teacher gaslit her and said, I wish she would have cared more about her work earlier on in the semester, like, fuck you, lady.
This is a representation of how she made her feel. This is what she did in her class. And she gave her, hey, this is not A work.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, honestly, what the thing I'm going to send that to them. I'm going to be like, if you think that I'm being crazy, you do understand that I'm sitting in front of a set. Do you know what I do professionally? I have a massive podcast. I could make your life miserable if I felt like it. I'm not going to do that because I'm not a
We're
lunatic.
very
But
consciously
you,
not saying your name.
I am making a choice not to put your name on the internet because it's as simple as me deciding to do that, and you have a serious problem with your social media. I'm not going to do that. I'm not crazy. I'm not the kind of person
who would drop a child's art grade.
Who would intentionally sabotage a child's art grade. Like, which do you think is crazier? A person who sees a child who's 12 years old put MAGA on a folder because her parents support the opposite politician, and then you intentionally sabotage and torpedo her grade and make her think she's bad at art? Yeah. Or me, if I would put your name on the internet, which I won't because I'm not crazy like you are, lady. And by the way, I'm actually talking to you principals because I want her to explain to you how she gave this right here an 80% and then gave this an 85%. And do not let her tell you that these were turned in late and not come back and talk to us about it, because she also says that somehow my daughter's work got lost 3 times. 3 times. And my daughter just went and did it again, turned them into her. We watched her working on them. Hey, where did you take points off of this? Like, what could have made this into a 100%? Okay? Go show them all the other projects that you gave 100%, and then explain to them how this got a 95, or explain to them how that other one got an 85. Okay? It's all subjective, dude. Oh, it had nothing to do with our daughter putting MAGA on her folder ignorantly because she's a child and doesn't know that psychos like you exist.
Are going to do shit like this.
Okay, we explained that to her later. We were like she had like a MAGA flag. We're like, hey, you need to keep that secret because there are people.
Not keep it secret, but just
don't announce it. Like there are teachers, it's rare, but there are people who are so psychotic that they would actually torpedo a child's grade because they support the other candidate. Okay. Like, if you think I'm not going to do this, if you think that this video is not coming, you guys are not paying attention. There is a 1000% certainty that I am going to record this video, and it's going to both of her principals and that woman. Mm-hmm. And I cannot wait to see her fucking face when she watches it and looks and sees them CC'd. It's like, hey, the head principal drives a lifted truck. Hey, what do you think he probably thinks about psychotic people who would sabotage a child's grade because they voted for the other side, even if he's a Democrat? You think he's going to be down with this? You think he's going to accept this? You think he's not going to make her explain herself?
I hope not.
Anyway, so in other news about lunatics like her, and the best president of all time, boop, okay. So if you guys didn't hear, the big guy told California that he's pulling all funding from California after he found out that after he signed an executive order that was banning men competing against women, that California was just letting some dude beat all the girls in track and field in California. And he's like, I'm not giving you any more funding. California, you're done. And then check this out.
I mean, if you violate an executive order.
Yeah. Hey, you guys want things from us, right? Not to mention Gavin Newsom, in a shocking change of pace, has grown a brain now, and he is like, this trans thing is crazy. We're obviously, oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, he's out public like, yeah, he's obviously there's no
weather, whatever.
He's just whatever they say, and he's smart enough to have recognized, like, we are going to lose everything if we stick to this. Like, no one is down with this.
That's what I'm saying. He's just fair weather. He's like, oh, the majority's over here. Okay.
Correct.
Like, oh, they're this way now. Like, okay.
Correct. So check this out. California's track and field state championships is getting a last-minute tweak in its eligibility rules after President Donald Trump called out a transgender athlete controversy that's rocking the Golden State. The CIF provided a statement to Fox on Tuesday, just hours after he sent the Truth Social post threatening to withhold federal funding from the state, announcing the change. Hey, she said, we had decided this before he posted that. You're all, oh, yeah, did you?
Did you know?
Yeah, right. The governor probably called them in 1 second. He's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we like,
Some self-righteous person on the board there was like, we don't have to listen to these rules. It's our organization. We can do what we want.
And it's like,
they
actually,
fucked around and found out.
Yeah, that's fuck around and find out, just like this teacher's going to. She didn't respond to our email, dude.
In her defense, in this one thing, she may have been told not to because we did go to the principal in between. So they may have said no more communication. It is highly possible.
Why would they say that?
because they were now involved. Because I said, "What are
No more
I said,
communication?
No, because I said to the principal, I was like, "What are our next steps?" He said, "Let us handle it from here." So, we definitely need to email and get a follow up.
Yeah, I'm gonna record that literally right after we're done recording. It's gonna be the
I'll
first thing
probably
I
email
do.
for a follow up first before you send that video and see what he has to say before you go all scorched earth.
I'm not gonna go scorched earth.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm way more manipulative than that. Okay, like I'm saying that to my audience who knows how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I might film it right afterwards and then attach it to the end of this video and just be like, "Here's what's going to them." You know, actually, I will do that.
Okay.
Way more manipulative than, "Come on, man, us Trumpers are smart." Okay, it's gonna be like, I'm looking for explanation. Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna do it.
One of my toenail polishes came off.
No,
No, I need to repaint that before the wedding.
Okay, so bottom line is they now have done this. Okay, the competition, like, so just hours after he said that, whatever, the competition will now include biologically female athletes that missed out on qualifying for the competition that may have placed higher were it not for the trans athletes' participation. Hey, the Federation claims it came to that decision at the end of this past weekend CIF Masters qualifiers round days before the statement. Yeah, right.
That sounds right.
The statement also refers to the female competitors as biological female student athletes. Right. Exactly what we've been saying all along. The CIF values all of our student athletes, and we will continue to uphold our mission of providing
CIF
students.
high school?
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. With the opportunity to belong, connect, and compete while complying with California law and education code. With this in mind, the CIF will be implementing a pilot entry process for the 2025 CIF State Track and Field Championship. What does this even mean? Like, you just did it, and this trans person won 2 events. So what, now you're just doing like another one?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? So I think, and it says under this pilot entry process, any biological female student athlete who would have earned the next qualifying mark for one of their section's automatic qualifying entries in the CIF state meet and did not achieve the CIF state at large mark in the finals at their section meet was extended an opportunity to participate in the 2025 CIF State Track and Field Championship. The CIF believes this pilot entry process achieves the participation opportunities we seek to afford our student athletes. Okay, well, that's awesome, but if I'm reading that correctly, it doesn't mean that you're kicking out the trans person who got first place, which is exactly what you need to do. Okay.
The change will result in at least 2 competitors qualifying to compete for the state title after falling just shy of the typical qualification threshold on Saturday. A trans-identified athlete competing as a girl for
Jurupa Valley High School.
I think that's a Y sound. Okay, whatever. Took first place in the triple jump and long jump on Saturday. Trump did not identify the name of the school or athlete involved in the situation in his Truth Social post. District has provided a statement. Blah, blah, blah. Look at all these parents out there.
Here we go. JUSD is required. So this is from the high school that the dude goes to. The JUSD is required to follow both California law and CIF policy regarding school athletics. Both state law and CIF policy currently require that students be permitted to participate in athletic teams and competitions consistent with their gender identity.
So CIF hadn't updated.
Irrespective of their gender listed on the pupils' records, we remain committed to following the law as written and ensuring that all students are granted the rights afforded to them in a safe and welcoming environment. Okay? I mean, that's not wrong, actually. Like, if the California state says this, they can't just be, well, from our high school, you're not playing.
Newsom, who previously admitted that he thought biological males competing in women's sports was deeply unfair, praised the CIF's revised policy in a statement to Fox.
Told you. CIF's proposed pilot is a reasonable, respectful way to navigate a complex issue without compromising competitive fairness, a model worth pursuing. The governor is encouraged by this thoughtful approach, which means that the second that Trump put that up, he called the CIF he's like, get me on the phone with the president of the CIF right now. They're all, excuse me, sir, we have the governor on the phone. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Governor. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, well, we thought, blah, 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 blah. He's like, you need to fix this right now.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a $30 billion economic, gap in our budget. And I'm not throwing that away because some woke school threw a dude into the mix. Okay. Like, that's not happening anymore.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it was CIF's rules, they weren't doing anything wrong, but still.
Yeah. And yeah, this is gonna be the end of that, all of that. You know, like if the CIF and Jurupas high schools apparent flouting of federal civil rights law by allowing male athletes to compete in female alleged retaliation against the girls who are protesting this is indefensible. Julia Hartman, a Department of Education. I'm pretty sure we defunded that entire thing.
Not in California.
We will not allow institutions to trample on women's rights. Well, there's no way this is coming from a person, California one. Okay, after losing to the trans athlete in the long jump sectional, Canada's high school Katie McGinnis urged the CIF to quickly change its policy during an interview with Fox News.
Good girl, Katie.
Atta girl. I have nothing against this athlete as a person. I have nothing against the trans community. My message today is really specifically to CIF and for them to act quickly and in a timely manner because this is a really time-sensitive issue. Hey.
Good job, kiddo.
Hey, Katie McGinnis. Let me make myself big. You are a heroic player in this situation.
Yes,
and guess what's going to happen? The trans athletes, the trans community, they're coming for you, okay? Without a shred of doubt.
Go talk to Riley Gaines.
That is what comes next. You made a very common sense argument like, I'm the best girl. I just won CIF, except I lost to a dude. Is that reasonable? They're coming for you, okay? There isn't even a little bit of common sense with that group. There is right, wrong, and the only thing that's right is whatever we say. Don't push back against us. What you're saying makes no sense. They're coming for you, for sure, okay? And this teacher that sabotaged my kid's grade, she agrees with them, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.